Hi Internet, it's Okarina time and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a review, a swatch, and this eye look using the ColourPop Yes Please palette. They are restocking this Thursday at 10 a.m. I believe, Pacific Standard Time, which will be 12 I think? No. 1 Eastern Standard Time. All the actual, details for that will be down in my description box and in my blog post. So, yeah. Also, the timestamps for the swatch, eye look, and review will be down below. So if you just want to see the swatches, or just want to see the eye look, or just want to see the review, you can just skip ahead. Also, one last thing, everything that I'm saying and showing you will be in a blog post down below. So if you don't like my voice or don't like my face or whatever, everything will be in a blog post. So, yeah. So, on to the swatches.
I'm going to start off with the first row. Full Zip, Big Cocktails, Champs, and Bling. The next line is Louie, Buttercake, Spoiled, and GNO. The last line is Mischief, Note to Self, Chauffeur, and French Kiss. Next up is the eye look. I'm going to prime my eyes using the Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer by Elizabeth Mott. I'm going to apply it all over my lid generously. Using my Coastal Scents Medium Classic Shadow Brush, I'm going into a Full Zip to set my primer. Using any blending brush, I'm using the Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm going to use Big Cocktails for my crease. Since I have hooded eyelids, my crease does not start where the fold of my eye is, it starts right here where my bone is. Now I'm going to use a fluffy brush to blend it out. I lost a bit of the vibrancy, so I'm just adding a little bit more of Big Cocktails. To add some depth, I'm going into French Kiss. Using my finger, I'm going into Chauffeur and putting that on my lid. Because I have hooded eyelids, I have to add a bit of the shadow above the fold of my eye so you can see it when my eyes are closed. I'm going to be using the Luxie 141 brush to also help me achieve the look. Using this Urban Decay fluffy brush, I'm going into Buttercake and applying it on my brow bone and my inner corner. Using my Luxie 215 small angle brush, I'm going into big cocktails and applying it in the middle of my lower lash line. Using the same brush, I'm going into French Kiss. Using a clean, fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend it out. For my waterline, I'm using a brown eyeliner. I'm going to apply it off camera. To top up the look, use your favorite mascara. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Superhero Volumizing Mascara. And this is a finished look. Stay tuned for the review.
Okay, so my final thoughts on the ColourPop Yes Please palette is I really like it. I've been using it nonstop since I bought it, which was during its first release. This retails for $16 for 12 shades, which I think is a super deal. And each color, like I said, is very pigmented, and you saw in the swatches and you saw as I applied it on my eyes that these are totally worth it. And if you just like a handful of colors, they also sell them separately, I believe, for $5 each. And if you get 4, you get a free like palette, so you can build your own palette. And they also have Z palettes as well. The only downside to this palette is its packaging, because it's white and it's matte, so it gets dirty really easily. I saw that if you just grab a makeup wipe and like pass it through like everything, it'll take off most of the dirt, but it's still white, so you have to like be very careful. Eyeshadow gets everywhere, especially if it's white, and you can tell on the palette how much I do that. So but the eyeshadows are very creamy, especially the metals. And I like the color combination of this because it works for summer, it works for spring, and it works for fall. Not really too much of winter, but this is a very versatile palette. And like the pinks and the bright yellow can be used for spring and summer, while the more red and burnt like orange right here and the brown can be used for fall. And then you have more neutral colors that you can just use every day. I recently went to Philly for a weekend, and I brought this palette and I was able to do a lot of eye looks. I also brought the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette, and those two palettes are now my have-to travel palettes. The only downside, again, is that the packaging, and I also don't like that it doesn't have a mirror, but a lot of people like palettes that don't have mirrors, but I'm a person who likes mirrors on palettes because when I do travel or even when I do videos, I like to use it as to see myself. So that's the only downside. But other than that, I absolutely love it. I totally recommend this palette to everyone and anyone I know. Like last time I was with my cousin who is 16 years old, and I was like, you need this palette. And I've recommended ColourPop to her like a million times, so highly recommend. And that's all for my review, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like this, please comment down below, like, subscribe, share. I will probably have a giveaway once I reach 100 subscribers or 5,000 followers on Instagram. All my social media handles will be down below. So until next time, peace.